Hello and welcome to Clay to Canopy, the show where I attempt to make just about everything from the ground up. In today's episode, I am going to be making a garden organizer, basically a bin to put all of my garden stakes. This was completely unplanned. I was actually just cleaning up some back area of the garden where we have some storage stuff and realized that I needed something to do. Realized I needed somewhere to put all of the garden stakes because they were just getting completely out of hand, all kind of thrown on the side. I'm going to take you through the steps on how to make this basic garden organizer. So we have this back area that I did not show on the garden tour, but we're going to be using it. We have been using it for storage for all of our garden stakes and stuff. But let's see, the barrel we were using, which is obviously was not working. So I'm going to be building today something to put all of this, to kind of organize all of our garden stuff back there. And I have some leftover scraps from the tomato cage, and that's what I'm going to be using. So I'm thinking some kind of divider maybe in the middle. So we need a frame, hardware mesh in here. I'm going to keep that 12 inches, my overall height 36 inches. All right. Alright, so I changed up the design a little bit just because I want to use whatever I have left over that's already been pre-painted. So I took out a couple parts and rearranged some things, but I'm going to put up a cut list now. After I cut all of my lumber, I'm ready to assemble, and I'm going to just be building 3 of those frames first, using 2 of the 36-inch pieces and 2 of the 12-inch pieces, building just a basic frame. Alright, I'm going to repeat that 2 more times so I end up with 3 frames. Okay, now that I have my 3 frames, I'm going to go ahead and tack on some hardware cloth onto one of the sides on all of the frames. And I'm just using 5/16 staples just to hold it in place. And I have a pair of tin snips, and they come in really handy. They work really well for cutting up this wire. Normally would be wearing a pair of gloves right now. I mean, it's not often when you're working with machinery that you would want to wear gloves. This is one of those occasions because I'm not working on any saws or anything like that, and just to help manipulate this wire. Unfortunately, after the tomato cage project, my gloves were torn to shreds and I had to throw them out, so I have to purchase a new pair of gloves at some point, and so I'm really trying to make sure that I don't cut up my hands with this wire as I'm going along here. Alright, I'm going to repeat that for the other two. Alright, now that I have my 3 frames, the next thing I'm going to do is take the 24-inch pieces that I cut and screw them to the tops of these pieces and to the bottom. So, here we go. We can remove this one for a second. Get that middle one in. Just gonna put a tick mark at the center so I can eyeball the middle. Scrap pieces are not the greatest. They have a bit of a kink to them, but this is gonna be hidden in a corner, so it doesn't really matter. All right, now I am just putting hardware cloth on both of the sides now. Unfortunately, I have no way to move this camera for you to see this angle without getting this cloth everywhere. So, I'm just gonna tell you what I'm about to do. So, those open sides, I am gonna be tacking on the hardware cloth to on both sides, and then one onto the bottom to seal it off. Whoa. Try this. I think I'm just gonna cut the pieces and move this damn roll. I've resorted to using my garden gloves, which are not really helping. There goes the roll. Oh. So it's supposed to be a very quick and easy garden project. Oh my. I'm too short. Back to business. Probably doesn't even need a bottom because it's going to be on the ground, and this is just to keep the sticks from going all over the place, but I think I can get away with tacking this on the inside of these. Alrighty. That's it. It's ready to go where it's gonna go. I'm gonna get some footage after I put this thing where it's gonna go and throw all the stuff inside of it. And here's the organizer in use now that I have this area all cleaned up a little bit. But that's pretty much all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this very impromptu tutorial. Thank you for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe.